Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss revision of chapter 2, that is the component of food. So, shall we start? Food supplies various kind of the nutrients. Various kind of the nutrients: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins. So, for these nutrients, for growth, for functions, for maintenance of our body, the nutrients can be divided into two categories. Major nutrients, these make the major part of our food: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals and vitamins. Along with these, two another nutrients are water and roughage. Now, carbohydrates and fats are energy giving food. Carbohydrates and fats are energy giving foods. And you know well, fats stored in our body for future use. That's why fat is also known as energy bank. Next point, protein is also known as body building food. Why it is called as body building food? Because it is essential to building our muscles, to production of new organ, new tissues, new cells. Vitamins and minerals protect us from a number of diseases. A number of diseases, like nowadays we are using vitamin C. Vitamin C, citrus fruits, because it boosts up our immune system. Not only this one, but also we use all kind of the vitamins, all kind of the nutrients to make our body healthy. Minerals are vital part for normal growth and functions of the body. Water form about 70% part of our total body weight. Next one, most of the food derived from the plants, and some of the food are sources of the roughage. Fruits, some of the vegetables, salad, these are the sources of the roughage. Fibrous food content. A diet which containing appropriate amount of the all kind of the nutrients, such kind of diet is known as, who will tell me? Yes, such kind of diet is known as balanced diet. Intake of unbalanced diet. Unbalanced diet means kabhi jada, sometimes more, sometimes less. It causes a number of problems in our body. Right? So, this is known as malnutrition. This condition, excess or lower, is known as malnutrition. Malnutrition having both kind of the condition, undernutrition and overnutrition. Deficiency diseases. Deficiency of one or more nutrient over a long period of time, it causes disease which is known as deficiency diseases. And deficiency diseases, maybe there are a number of the diseases, we have complete list. So, vitamin A deficiency, yes. Who will tell me? Vitamin A deficiency, night blindness. Vitamin B1, berry. Vitamin B12, vitamin B is a complex actually. Complex of various kind of the vitamins. So B1, berry, and vitamin B12, anemia. Vitamin C deficiency result into scurvy. swollen and bleeding gums. Night blindness, a person unable to see in the dim light. Next one, rickets. Rickets, the bones become soft and bending bones. Soft and bending bones. Iron deficiency result into anemia. Calcium deficiency, tooth decay, weak bones. Iodine deficiency. Iodine deficiency result into a disease known as, yes, goiter. Goiter. Yes, the thyroid gland lump, swelling in the neck. Now, next one, protein deficiency. So look over here, protein deficiency having two kind of the disease, which is also known as protein energy malnutrition. This is also known as PEM, protein energy malnutrition. There are two diseases, two of the conditions may be arise over here. Number one, Kwashiorkor, and second one is the marasmus. A child below the age of 1 year generally suffer from the marasmus. In case of the marasmus, a child unable to feed its own, it depend upon her mother. So because it depend upon mother, so it is suffer from the deficiency of not only protein but also carbohydrates, fats, right? So in case of the marasmus, weak and thin body, prominent ribs prominent ribs and loose skin. Next one, Kwashiorkor. The more than age of the 1 year, a child may suffer from the Kwashiorkor. And in case of the Kwashiorkor, swollen stomach, swollen face, swollen stomach and swollen face, thin legs, patches on the skin, discoloration of hair and diarrhea. These are the general symptoms of Kwashiorkor. What are the general symptoms of Kwashiorkor? Swollen stomach and face, thin legs, patches on skin, discoloration of hairs and diarrhea. The child generally suffer from the diarrhea. Right? So now, overnutrition also result into obesity. A balanced diet varies from person to person. It depends upon age, gender, type of working a person doing. So number one, age. In lower age, in case of the child like you need more amount of the energy than me, because I need only food to maintain my body, but you need to maintain your body and also for growth your tissues for further growth. So an adult need less energy than the child stage, and an aged person also need very less amount of the energy. Next one, gender. In case of the boys, they need more energy than the girls. Next one, type of work. A laborer doing work in field, a farmer doing work in agriculture farm, it need more amount of the energy. An athlete running, but we are sitting over here, so we need less amount of the energy. Next one, how can we retain the nutrients in our food material? Nutrient value in our food material. So look over here, there are a number of the ways by which we can retain our nutritional values. Number one, wash your fruits and vegetables before peeling or cutting them, because some of the vitamins are soluble in the water and they dissolve in the water and move away. Next one, do not peel fruits and vegetables whenever possible. Eat with their coverings. Excessive washing of rice and pulses remove the vitamins and minerals. We should include salad and some fruits, fresh vegetables and fruits as a salad, because heat kill the vitamin C. Vitamin C is the heat sensitive vitamin. We should avoid overcooking, right? Boil food, generally simple, boil the food.